Welcome to crazyforcars.com. I'm your host, Steve Gray, and this week we're coming to you from Carlisle, Pennsylvania. That's Chrysler's at Carlisle. This is a huge event for the Mopar fans, and as you can see, as we scan the fields, there is almost every kind of Mopar here. Off in the distance, we've got parts vendors. You can get parts for almost any Mopar that you're putting together. If you're looking for a new project car, the Car Corral is full of project cars that are all ready to go. You can pick up a nice daily driver, or you can pick up a Concourse Correct Trailer Queen if that's what you're looking for. In the distance, you can see the E-bodies, the wing cars, A-bodies. As far as you can see, all the Mopar colors are fantastic. If you're a Mopar guy, this is an event not to miss. You're going to want to put this on your calendar. It's the first part of July every year. It's been getting bigger and bigger every year. We're going to stop and look at some of the different cars and talk to some of the different owners. But first, let's pay some bills, and we'll be back right after these messages. Hi, welcome back. If you're just joining us, we're in Carlisle, Pennsylvania at Chrysler's for Carlisle, and we're going to be looking at some Dodge Vipers here today. I've got an owner here with me. I'm going to get you to introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and tell us a little bit about the car.
Yes, I'm Michael McNeil. I'm from Bowie, Maryland, and I have a 2004 SRT10 convertible.
This is a really nice car. Is this your first Viper?
No, this is actually my third Viper. I got into the Vipers back in '94 after having had 4 Corvettes. This is my third Viper. I had a '94, I had a '98, and now I have a 2004 Special Edition Mamba.
Okay, this is really nice. Now you're saying this is a special edition. It looks like you've done some aftermarket stuff to the car. Tell us about some of the stuff you've done to it.
Okay, first of all, it's a special edition. It's a 2004. They only made the white that one particular year, and they only made a run of 200 of them. This particular car is 192 out of 200. I've changed the gears in it. I put 355 gears in it. I changed the suspension on it and put Moton suspension, which controls the height of the car, the dampening, and just gives the car a lot better control, especially if you want to autocross the car.
Mike, if you got the Motons right up front, you can see the front cylinders. The ones in the back you can't really see from the outside. I'm seeing a lot of chrome and a lot of aftermarket accessories. Is all that original?
No, it's not original. Actually, the carbon fiber was it's all aftermarket. I had it ordered myself, and the intake was done by a guy up in New York, and I had that chromed and powder coated, and I did some red hoses and just some minor odds and ends.
The red trim on the inside, that's part of this package, right?
Yes, that's part of the Mamba package. It comes in all the Mambas. It's red and black package, and it's pretty unique.
Let's talk about some of the other model Vipers. There's actually basically three generations of Vipers. The first generation was the Roadsters, the open top Roadsters. You had one of those first, I believe. That was the red one, right?
Yes, that was the red one. It was a '94. The first gen ones were '92 through '96, and they had the side exhaust. They had 400 horses, and it was pretty limited in colors. I had a red one. I think they only made 3 or 4 colors that particular year.
Yeah, now an easy way to tell the difference between the first and second generations RT10s is the NACA scoop on the front and the fender louvers on the front part of the hood.
Yes, and also in '96, they came out with a coupe, and they went to a rear exhaust. And after that, the cars were all done in rear exhaust up until 2003.
Yeah, 2003 is when the Generation 3 car came out, basically what the style of this car is. And they also upped the horsepower then. The first generation cars were 400 horsepower. They went to 450, and now this is 5.
Yes, this is 5, and of course in 2008 they're going up to 600. So they're not wasting any time, but this is 500, and I really love the car.
Hey, Mike, thank you very much for bringing it out for us today for us to look at, and have a good time here at Carlisle.
I will. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. If you're just joining us, we're at Chrysler's at Carlisle, and we're going to take a look at some E-bodies now. E-bodies are the Barracudas and Challengers that were made from 1970 on. There were some Barracudas that were made in the late 60s, but those were A-bodies, similar platform to the Dart and the Valiant. the E-bodies or the Barracudas and the Chargers, they had an unusual number of engine options that were available in these body styles. You could get either of these cars in as little as a 6-cylinder or a small block, big block, or a Hemi car. The small block was the 318 and the 340 cars. The big blocks were the 383s, the 440s, and the Hemi motor. There was a lot of transmission choices available as well. You could get anywhere from a 4-speed to the smaller 924 automatic transmission or the beefier 727 transmission. That is not one of the Mopars that just cruised by behind us. We got that in the picture, but this is a don't miss event. We talked about the parts vendors earlier. If you're putting together a Barracuda or a Challenger, you've got to come here for the parts. There's just everything you can think of is here. By the way, while we're talking about it, make sure you check out the website, crazy4cars.com. It's a website for car guys, by car guys. Tell us what you want to see. We can get anything that you want on the air. Send us an email. We can maybe come out to your show. We'll be back after this.